12. But come on. Right? But it's true. I am. You know that you are feeling tired, then you start to complain about small things, just details. But I realized there is something nice to be old people, that you like to tell stories, And when older you become, it's better, the stories that you say, because people, just give you the credibility that you have experience, that you live it. So you can say something. I can hear you, right? So I was talking with my dear friend Marime. Do you know Marime? Yeah, nice. So I was talking with her. And they said, you know what would be awesome if you tell stories for the delegates. Okay. Thank you, Marime. I will borrow. Can you borrow the pen? Awesome. So can I tell you guys a story? Yeah? Is that okay? Nobody won't sleep, right? Yeah? I don't know. So, in this world, in a kingdom far, far away from here, this kingdom, once upon a time, there is a man. One of those kind of men. I don't know. Find me, Tanya, help me to find someone of these guys. Point for some of these guys. I don't know. A handsome one in this picture. Yeah. I will give his phone for you. Don't worry. Cool. So, let's say Marime's story, right? So once upon a time of this young man who was very focused in his future. He used to be ambitious, strong. He used to set goals and talks about results. He was a nice guy. He never was mean to anybody. He just facing the challenge, looking for surviving this very hard kingdom, Do you know these guys? No? So let's pay attention to know him. Yeah? Okay, cool. So this guy was like this, right? So they were with their, just a couple of fellows, I don't know. And yeah. And then he met a beautiful girl. Ooh. And this girl was totally different from this world, right? Totally different girl with dreams and talk about to change the kingdom. About human rights and about nice people and about heart and emotions. But come on, guys, there is a very boring story, right? Yeah? Who here are sleeping? Almost. Okay, so let's do the thing. Let's write this story with me, okay? Yeah? Yes? Thank you. So I have my note here, right? And you just tell me some. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Nice. Ah! It wasn't to show this yet. And the PPT is quite hard here. So, let's think about something. I don't know. What's the favorite song of this guy? What is his favorite song? Think about him.
Say Wild World. Wild World.
Wild World. Okay. I don't know. You. What is his favorite color?
Color.
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue. Okay. If you were in Isaac, which functional area you make part of?
VPR.
VPR, right? Yeah. And what about the girl? Come on. I don't know. What she likes to eat, by the way.
She likes to eat naan.
What?
Naan and rice.
Okay. And what about her favorite song?
Good Morning by Kanye West.
Oh. And if she were in NISEC, which area? Maybe. Totally TM, right? Favorite color? Pink, right? Totally hippie. That's it? You know people like this? Yeah? So maybe, imagine this guy talk with this girl. But then, he realized that being generous maybe makes some sense. Because you know what? You give people better conditions, so maybe they become consumers, so maybe you start to sell more. That makes sense? Yeah, no cutting events or... Yeah? And what about the girl? Maybe this girl is quite, quite different girl, but suddenly she starts to observe the guy and she says, you know what? Having goals, having results, being determined, having the statistics, and being rational, for sure will help me to achieve my dreams. Is that true? Yeah. Okay. So they start to hanging out. Yeah? They start to hanging out and know each other. So beautiful, right? They start to know each other. They start to understand the best side of each other. Cool? And the end of this story, you probably know. You know? There is a baby. You know the baby? So what is oh my God, the baby. What about to join the best part of a business? To put together, put together all the statistics, all the knowledgement, all the experience you have with the passion, with purpose. And then you're going to have real impact, tangible one. Yeah? Everybody knows what is a social business? Yeah, okay. So, let's call a video talking about real stories in a real world. Okay? Cool.
Entrepreneurs who work with the base of the pyramid generally are very driven, not only to make a real social change, but also to make new models that solve problems.
Então já está sendo formado todo um ecossistema para quem quer empreender nesse setor e também para quem não quer empreender, mas quer trabalhar nesse setor, tem várias possibilidades. Um é o próprio programa da Potência Isaac Artemisia, para quem quer ter uma experiência que é uma experiência empreendedora, mas não está tendo todo o risco de um empreendedor.
When I started, the program still had a reputation of being very development based, and it was seen as a DT program. And so one of the things that I wanted to work hard on during my year was to position the program as being really business approaches to development problems, and the people that we needed to attract and the people that should be interested in this were people with business skills, with technical skills that could use those in social businesses as a way to solve development challenges.
quite hard, as usual. So let me introduce you guys someone that worked in a project in this partnership for the entire year. He had an amazing experience in India. Do you know what partnership I am talking about? Which one is? Artemisia, yeah. Do you know what? We changed the name. Do you know why? Because who thinks in Artemisia as Brazil? Yeah? Who really knows about Artemisia? The Brazilian guys, please, at the least. National partners, okay. Thank you. So, we just changed the name. This is the same organization with same proposal. We just have a former Artemisia International as Potência Ventures, okay? So, always being partners with the same project, but with some news for you guys.
We are young, we are strong, we're not looking for where we belong. We're not cool, we are free, and we're running with God on our knees.
That's why I wasn't singing at karaoke yesterday, so you can all know. Anyways, hey Isaac! Hey Isaac! Anyways, we're going to do something small. So, any Kenyans in the house? Kenyans in the house? Okay, so we're going to do something small. So, I'm from Isaac, Kenya, way back, I think in like 2004. Anyway, so this is something we used to do. So, anytime I say, hey Isaac, you wouldn't say, what you'll say will be, oh yeah. Oh yeah? Okay? So you don't say what? You say, oh yeah. So, hey Isaac! Oh, yeah. Okay, now you have to do it with a bit of attitude. Because this is what one of the politicians used to do. So when I say, hey Isaac, you say, oh yeah. Hey Isaac! Oh yeah. Hey Isaac! Oh yeah. Okay, sweet. Anyways. So now, my name is Mtembe Kariki, as you've been told. I was in Isaac, Kenya, and is Poland in the house? Isaac Poland in the house. Boo. Isaac Austria in the house. I was on the MC in Austria. And Isaac India in the house. Most awesome experience working in India. Anyway, I'm presenting to you today the social business competition. So Artemisia, Artemisia for the last year has been running 2 programs. An internship program, and also a way for getting you as Isaacers to develop programs that can change the world and actually giving you an opportunity to develop them. Okay, perfect. So, there was this social business competition last year. It's the second time we are running it. The first time we ran it was in 2007. It was launched in February at IPM. How many people were at IPM? Awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the launch there. What it meant was that you had to have a team of at least 2 people, with one person being an ISEC, an ISEC member, or an ISEC alumnus. It had a very structured business planning template. There was a lot of mentoring from experts in the field, like venture capital firms and Ashoka. We had an online webinars. How many guys? Paroma. Is Paroma here? Awesome. So we had a lot. We had webinars going on online, and some of you were on the webinars, we were helping you develop your business plans. We had the final presentation. We had a selection panel in Brazil, and the winners will be announced today at IC. Woo! So, what are the prizes for this? Potentia was giving the first prize $5,000 US dollars to start up their venture. For the second prize, the team was going to get $3,000 US dollars to start up their venture, and both teams are going to get flown to Brazil in October to attend a business summit. Awesome, right? So I'm sure you can't wait to know who won. So, we had 4 finalists. We had BIENESTAR. It's Colombian, it's in Spanish. And we had a solar water purifying system. We had Anya Trash, and we had Babylon Project. We had from Colombia, we had from Germany, from India, we had from the UK, and we had from Sweden. So, the second place
We are strong.
for the social
We're not
business
looking
competition
for where we
2011
belong. We're
was
not
to
cool. We are free. And we're running with blood on our knees.
So, any guys from ISEC Sweden here? Woo! Linus was MCP 2 years ago. Now he went on a GP with Artemisia in India. And we have Madura, who's not an ISECer, but she's been working in one of the forgotten conflicts of the world in Kashmir. And their social business is Babylon Project. And what the idea is to do this, is to change the lives of the poorest in the cities by enabling them to do urban farming. So on the rooftops. In India, like there's so many rooftops, for example, if you go to Delhi. It's pretty crazy. But the idea is to convert these places into an opportunity for them to grow vegetables and to actually be able to sell them and create an income for themselves. So it's a for-profit business, and the idea is that it's going to change the way like urban development is done. So give it up for Linus and Madura. So finally, the winners of the 2011 social business competition are
We are young. We are strong. We're not looking for where we belong. We're not cool. We are free. And we're running with blood on our knees.
Okay, I hope I'll say this right. So it's Jorge Ramirez from Colombia, Diana Giraldo from Colombia, and Felipe Tibacha from Colombia. So this is a bit of their profile. So Felipe Tibacha, he's not an ISECer, but he's worked in Bangladesh, Germany, and Colombia with Professor Yunus. How many know Professor Yunus? Awesome. And you have Jorge Alejandro Garcia Ramirez. Why are there always so many names? He's an ISEC alumnus. He's 23. And he did his internship in Chile. Give it up for Chile. Awesome. And we have Diana Carolina Quintero Giraldo. She's 21 and she's in ISEC Manzales. Anyone from that LC here? Manzales, sorry. Cool. And their social business is called BIENESTAR. And the idea is that they're going to change the way people do medical insurance for the poorest people. They're going to enable the poorest of the poor in Colombia and around the world to be able to access the best healthcare in the world. More about the businesses you can probably ask us later. So, again, what they'll get, the first team will get $5,000 of startup capital, 3,000 will go to the second one, and they will all be flown to Brazil to attend the business summit. So there's a lot more cool stuff that Potencia is planning to do in the next years. Why it's now called Potencia is like there's a lot more money, it's a much bigger organization, and for the next couple of years, we want more of you young people to get a lot more amazing ideas and help you develop them and make them bigger. So that's only the beginning. Right now, we're only giving them that seed money, and all the people who participated in this program will be connected to amazing venture capitalists and other people who will enable them to develop their businesses. And finally, what I'll leave you with is, how many people read the New York Times? Awesome. And how many people know this guy called Thomas Friedman? Awesome. He had a very interesting article called "The Earth is Full" on the New York Times on the 7th of June. I'd urge you to go and read it. This is only a quote from the beginning. He said something. You really do have to wonder whether a few years from now we look back at the first decade of the 21st century, when food prices spiked, energy prices soared, World population surged, tornadoes plowed through cities, floods and droughts set records. Populations were displaced and governments were threatened by the confluence of all. And ask ourselves, what were we thinking? How did we not panic when the evidence was so obvious that would cross some growth, climate, natural resource, population redline all at once? I think you all know what has been happening in the Middle East. You all know that last year, for the first time, Brazil had a tornado, a hurricane at some point. Yeah, you all hear about what's going on in Kenya right now in the north, like droughts. All these are crazy things that are happening in our world because of what we've done. We've been living so unsustainably. The way business is done has to change. Potentia is offering you an opportunity to see new business model and develop those businesses that are going to change the world. Do you believe as Isaacers that you guys can change the world by doing this? I can't hear you. Do you believe you can do this? Say, oh yeah. With some attitude, please. Oh yeah. Awesome. So I leave you with this and something that one person once told me when I was getting into ISEC here in Kenya, and now I'm finishing my ISEC experience in Kenya again, which is amazing at IC. They told me something that to leave ISEC, that is L-I-V-E, to L-I-V-E ISEC, you have to leave ISEC, L-E-A-V-E, ISEC. Take the passion you've gotten from this organization and do something to change the world. All the best. That was Potential Ventures. Wish you all the best for your future.
So please, someone or the people from Potential could come on stage. We want to really thank you for coming here, spending not only today but the whole entire week with us. We really, truly value the partnership we have with you because we know that through your business and what you're doing, you're helping ISECers develop themselves more and helping different communities. So thank you very much.